Hi guys, it's been so long since I've been on camera doing any kind of YouTube content. This is going to be the first of many videos, hopefully, where I will be recreating something and you guys will get to see how I do that with nail products or using nail art and things like that. So if there's anything you have in the request, please put them down in the comments like I always say, and let's get into this video. Hey y'all, what's up? I'm going to be doing this tutorial today. This is going to be a tutorial for the claw nails from Megan Thee Stallion's HISS video. Someone on Instagram asked me to do a tutorial, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for me to jump back on my YouTube game and show y'all how we do nails over here, okay? Most of everything, if not everything that I use is in this video, and it's also in my Amazon storefront link, including the polygel. Now you can use alternatives if you want like acrylic or a builder gel, but I think these are the easiest to do with polygel because it's not slipping and running around on, the nail plate and on the tip. And if you like me and you like ASMR, I uploaded an ASMR version of this with no talking on my YouTube shorts. So go check it out over there. Give me a little like, a little comment, something, something. So up to this point, you guys can just see I'm basically getting the nail ready for application. I put on a peel off base and then I use some rubber base over top of that. And I adhered the tips with my rubber base as well. Now you can use whatever tips you want, but I think the look turns out the best when you use a natural curved tip or if you use a really deep C curved tip. It depends on how much you want them to look like claws. But let me tell y'all, this poly gel, it was actually very easy to work with. This is only the third time I've ever worked with polygel. And I honestly believe that's saying something because even though I'm a nail tech, using new products can still be kind of like daunting at times. It can still be kind of tricky. So learning how to use this was easy. It was fast. I really believe that if you are a beginner or you're working on shaping or you're working on application, polygel can be one of those things that you can use as an asset. I put down a little layer of nude and kind of ombre that out towards the tip, leaving it clear. I think this makes the tips and the nails look a lot more flush. And it also makes the claw kind of look like an actual claw. You know how you look at a dog paw and you be seeing their claws sometimes, their little, talons because they be tearing people up. But when you look at their paws, if they have those little clear claws, they kind of are dark in the middle and then they get lighter. That's kind of what I was going for. Now, don't get me wrong, this process was pretty easy, but if I had to change one thing, I probably would change the fact that I don't have any slip. So I'm going to order some when I have to reorder my polygel because I'm already running low because I just love playing around with it. But I would get some actual slip solution because over the time, I think I was using this brush how I would typically use my acrylic brush, swiping it off and wiping it, and it kind of made the bristles on this little brush frayed. So I think the alcohol is like drying it out, and then in combination with me swiping it, it's making the brushes fray way faster than I've seen any other brush do it. So I'm going to play around and just get some slip solution and see if it's actually any different. A lot of people told me just use alcohol because it's the same thing, but I don't know. I think they have something else in there that kind of helps the brush. Let me know if y'all work with polygel. Do y'all use alcohol or do y'all just use slip? And y'all can see this polygel old as hell. Do not order this one. Well, you can, but this one in my collection was just old as hell because it was so thick I couldn't even get it off. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. The heat has officially cut on in my house. So if you hear something in the background, it's my heat kicking on. I feel like everybody on YouTube complains about that, how it's insanely loud. Our air conditions and our heaters get picked up by even the best of the best mics. So I think I'm going to invest in a new little mic. Side note, look at that shaping. Beautiful, beautiful claw. Do this as well. Like if you're doing these nails, put the bulk of the product in the back of the nail and then build it up like this. It makes it so much easier to do the actual nails. But yeah, like I was saying, why is every single YouTuber, like so many YouTubers, we complain and be like, oh, I'm sorry that the heater's on. Why don't they have mics that like are affordable that don't pick up the damn heater and the air condition? It's a problem in so many people's videos. I am fighting for better mics in 2024. Child, let me get back to showing y'all this tutorial. As you can see, I'm just swiping around, making sure the cuticle is really nice and flush so I don't have to do a lot of filing around that area because it was kind of hard to get up to the cuticle and make that nice and smooth because of the shape. But I ended up having a really, really good set anyway. So I didn't have to do a whole lot of filing around the cuticle. So this polygel does leave an inhibition layer. Just wipe the nails down with some alcohol so you don't clog up your bits and have to stop and clean them halfway through. An inhibition layer is just that sticky tacky layer that sometimes gel products can leave behind. Also, for some reason, people think polygel isn't hard, but listen to this. From what I've been able to learn about polygel in the last couple of weeks, polygel is kind of a mix between acrylic and builder gel. In a way, some people call it acrogel, some people call it different things in other countries. However, I disagree with the fact that polygel is soft. I think a lot of people are under the impression that it will not withstand the test of time and will not hold up. But I think that's wrong. It also is really, really good at adhering to the nail because it's a gel product and because of the way you have to prep these nails. When I tell y'all I did myself a polygel set and they just came off, first off, I forgot to put primer on them. And that's something else I didn't know about. Some polygels you don't have to use primer on because of the fact that if you buff prep, if you buff the nail plate, you get all that shine off, etc., etc., etc. The gel will stick to them just as well. I just had it set on for 2 weeks and only one of them popped off, and I totally forgot to use primer. I think that's saying a lot about polygel, the products you use to prep in and of itself. So you might start seeing me do a lot more polygel sets, just saying. You guys, watching all of this filing is making me want something to eat. I think I'm going to have me a cup of tea with like a sandwich or something. Let me know down in the comments what you had for lunch or what you're eating for a snack. I am on my health journey, so I am kind of switching up the way I do things around here. And now we're getting into the nail polish, so let me get back on track. So this nail polish isn't exactly the same as the first set I did. The first set I did, I just used brown, but I wanted this set to be a little more goth, a little darker, a little more grungy. So I went ahead and started with the black, and I just used my really tiny little smudging brush that I got from Shein to kind of blend out the color towards the tip. I'm going to do the same thing with this red jelly polish that you see on my palette in the background. I'm going to layer that on top of the black after I cure the black because it adds a certain level of depth and darkness that I really like. Plus, red is one of those colors that when it's on nails, I feel like it makes the nails that much better. I love red nail polish, not necessarily on myself and not necessarily like a bright red, but this deep strawberry wine red is very, very beautiful. Now that I think about it, the only thing you probably won't find on my Amazon storefront are these gel polishes I'm using in this video today simply because they're not from Amazon. The red is from D&D. I think it's called Strawberry Wine or Strawberry Fields or something like that. And the black is from V Beauty Pure. Um, it's just a regular black. Another reason I can't wait to be on here is because I want to do story times on some of these videos. And when I tell y'all that ever since I become a nail tech, do I have some story times? Right now, I'm just going to use some blooming gel, some white gel polish, and the air from my airbrush to push the polish around within the gel to make like a little veiny texture. I thought this was a cool addition that I saw on a couple of these claw nails online. Now apparently we're about to top coat. So you want to get close to the cuticle, but not really right up on the cuticle because in this experience, I learned that because of the structure of the nail, the gel polish is going to slide back towards the cuticle. So if you want that flawless flush finish, just go a couple, like a millimeter or two away from the cuticle and then let the nails self level. Just let them do their thing because they're going to come out how you want them anyway. See, this is what they look like right after finishing in the daylight in the shop, but I'll probably end up posting them more like this. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate it and subscribe to see more content. Okay, I love y'all. Bye.